Alright, we've conquered all 8 dungeons. We have all 8 instruments of the Windfish. And now the next place we have to go is the Windfish's egg. But if we try to go there right now, we're going to get hopelessly lost. Because while the Windfish's egg is uninhabited and unadorned, there are no enemies and no decorations. It's a very simple place, but it is an endless loop. And if we go there without getting the right directions, we are going to find ourselves hopelessly lost. And the place where we're going to find those directions is the library right outside of Mabe Village. We haven't had any reason to go there yet because it's mostly kind of a help file sort of thing for total noobs. You can learn some things there that people otherwise won't tell you. See, there are all these books in the library, like this auto map and memo guidebook. You can read them, you can get hints, like an island map by pressing the select button. I exited out of that one early with the B button. But you can learn things like how to handle your shield like a pro. La la la. Secrets of the whirling blade. For doing, well, I don't have my sword out. For doing this little trick. It'll teach you how to do that. But there's one book in here that's actually very important. And this is why we're coming here. It's this book right here. Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint Island. Do you really want to read it? Yes, we want to read it right now, but I'm going to show you what happens if you don't come in here with all the proper items. We've kind of 100%ed the game, so to speak. We have all the items, 14 heart containers, level 2 sword, everything like that. And most importantly, we've completed the barter sequence. But I'm going to show you what happens if you come in here like at the beginning of the game with a new file and try to read that book. See, here I am with a new file. I haven't even gotten the sword yet. But you try to read this book, Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint. You want to read it? Well, too bad. You can't read the tiny print without the aid of a magnifying glass. And where did we get one of those? That is pretty much the only reason you need to complete the barter sequence. But it needs to be completed for you to be able to read this book and get the directions of the Windfish. So yes, all that trading we did was actually important, as it turns out. So let's see what happens when you come back and read the book with the magnifying glass in your inventory, which will be used automatically. Back to our super awesome 100% file. We have the magnifying glass in the inventory, and we're going to read the book to get the dark secrets out of it. And the secret that we're going to get out of it is a series of directions. Round and round the passageways of the egg. And you'll get a jumble of directions like this, which you'll want to jot down. You can actually read it multiple times and get a different sequence of directions every time, but the game will only recognize the one that was most recently generated. Actually, that looks like the same one to me, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write it down right now. And it's always some kind of alternating thing like that. Like this one is left up, right up, left up, right up. In fact, I probably didn't even need to write that down. I'm pretty sure I could get through the egg myself with just my brain power in that set of directions. That's pretty easy to remember. But now let's make our way to the Windfish's egg. So if you need a landmark for finding the Windfish's egg, the best and closest one is the Bottle Grotto. We're going to lift up the rocks, go just a few screens over, and we're going to go up the first staircase, and we're going to run into Hoot. You can actually do this conversation right here at any point during the game. It's just if you come visit the egg, Hoot will be here and he'll explain about playing the instruments in front of the egg. So really, we're going to get a double dose of Hoot here. My bad. Let's walk up the way. Let's equip the Ocarina now. And we're going to play the one song we haven't played yet. The Ballad of the Windfish by Marin. All you gotta do, step up in front of the egg, hit the A button. And now we're going to listen to the lovely little song that plays. And here's Hoot. Showing some brevity for once in his damn life. Not bad. Alright, we're going to equip the Rock's Feather for no real reason. And go in the egg. You have a few segments here that are kind of dark, but you're going to fall in a hole right here. I think maybe you can get past it, but, well, nope. Not far to walk to the hole there. So now we're in the Endless Loop segment. We're going to follow the directions from the library, which is left, up, right, up, and second verse, same as the first. Again, not really sure why I wrote this down. I probably could have remembered it just as easily had I not written it down. But once you make the right combination of directions, you go to the hole where you can fight the final nightmare. The final nightmare is going to take on several forms, each of which can only be damaged by one item in your inventory. Well, I don't want to live here forever. Cost of living's kind of high. For one thing, you never wake up. Let's rumble! Alright, first form is this kind of little blob thing, this amorphous hopping blob. And to defeat that, we're going to take out the magic powder. I like to get it from the side because taking it on from the front is a little funky. I have bad depth perception from that angle. So I get it from the sides just so I make sure I don't miss. I have 40 sprinklings of magic powder, so... And it only takes 3 to take down the first form. But now, we're going to get out the sword and face kind of this fake Aghanim from Link to the Past type of thing. And if you played Link to the Past, you know how to defeat this guy. The giant energy balls he throws at you, just hit him back with the sword. Reflect him back to him. It takes about 4 or 5 of those to kill him. Sometimes he'll throw a fake out at you that looks like an X. Like that. And it'll split off in multiple directions, although I think I just negated them with my sword, not sure. Aw, don't be mean like that. Throw something I can throw back at you. I'll just wait, I'll be patient. Man, he's being a stingy little fart today. This one could take a while if he keeps this up. I'll get closer to him, see if that helps at all. There we go. But it's going to take still more hits, it looks like. I'm going to stay in about mid-range here. Whoa! And the X's will split off in 4 directions, so once they hit the wall, just stand there and you won't get hit by them. Alright, that form is gone, and now we're going to need the sword still. But now we're taking on a Moldorm. This is actually a much easier Moldorm fight, I think. Because 1, there's not a pit he can knock you into, and 2, we have 14 hearts now as opposed to 3. That's kind of an unfair fight for being the first one in the game. Kind of an unnecessary difficulty ramper right there. There's never any telling whether you'll have difficulty with it or not. Sometimes you just gotta get lucky like I happened to this time around. But this Moldorm takes quite a few hits actually, like 8 or... like 7 or 8, I think. I didn't count, but... And this is why I have the Rock's Feather, so I can jump over him if he gets crazy. Rock's Feather, generally extremely useful in this area. Now he's going to turn into some guy with a double-handed throwing axe, or a double-sided throwing axe, rather, who shoots fire bats at you. He summons these fire bats. But we're going to need the Pegasus boots to charge into him, because that's the only real way to damage him. And then he'll float to some other part of the screen. Oh, almost missed there. Yikes. Generally, I can get about 2 hits at a time, but he doesn't take long to kill at all. There we go. And now for this last form, kind of this snaky thing that moves really quickly around the map. Just takes 1 hit with the Fire Rod. But that's not the final form. For the final form, we're going to need the Rock's Feather in the A button and the bow in the B button. And we're going to jump in and out of the arms. And we're going to wait for the eye to open up. The eye is the only way to damage him, and the arrow in the eye is the only way to get the job done. He's being a little bit of a snot, though. There he goes, and I totally whiffed that. There we go. It's going to take quite a few hits to get this done, actually. I should have been able to get more than 1 there. 3, that's not bad. Now if I can just stay away from the arms, The arms will get kind of more off center as we do more damage to him. Woo! Okay, now he's being a lot nicer with the eye. Now and the arms are starting to get kind of a weird angle going. I like his little clap thing. It's like he's walking around bored or something. Whoop. Ah, crap. Got it while I was closing. You don't get credit for it if you get it while it's on the close. Yikes. This is pretty much this whole battle right here. Jumping in and out of the arms as you're able to. There we go. Took something like 14 or 15 arrows. I think I only missed a couple times. But that's the final form, and it's gone. So now we have officially beaten the game. And now we get the ethereal victory music. The very palatial, nice little ambient thing. And we're going to climb the stairs to the ending now. Looks like they borrowed some prop clouds from Sonic the Hedgehog or something. And we're going to get one last word from Hoot before beating the Windfish. Not beating the Windfish, seeing the Windfish. It's not like the Windfish is the last boss or anything. I mean, totally like, did. And you didn't believe in me, sucker! No, you haven't. Don't even start in with that. You did not believe in me. And that whole fake spurring me on thing isn't going to fly either. You're a jerk. Windfish will wake up soon because his alarm clock is about to go off and he has places to be. Bye now. Never going to see me again. And here it comes. God. Every time I see him, I get goosebumps. Windfish trips me the hell out. Yeah, man, I know the feeling. Might I recommend not eating spicy food before bedtime? And it also be the nature of video games to end. So we are going to get it going here. And here we go. We're going to play the instruments one last time. Not going to lie to you, this part always got me a little misty-eyed as a kid. The first time it full-on got me, I was like, no! Everything's disappearing. The little kid's outside the library. Bow wow. Some random monsters that I'm not going to miss, but whatever. Maybe he's talking more of the beach where I found the sword. Terran with his bad acid tests. Marin, but more importantly, the flying rooster. Little fox-tailed puppy over there. Gonna miss all you guys. Well, it's been real. But now the plumbing's gonna break. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! now we launch into the ending credits. Preceded by a beautifully rendered cutscene, I should say. Which of course leaves open the question of how Link got back to land. I think it's kind of funny that they left that in loot that you know what I'm saying. I like how they left that loose end in there. And speaking of loose ends, as long as the credits are rolling here and we've got really nothing else to say about this game, I guess I'll kind of fill the time with some personal anecdotes of how I came upon this game. I got this game for my 13th birthday. And I almost didn't get this game. It was a choice that my dad left to my brother. My dad and my brother went out to get me a gift, and they had a choice. They could either get me 3 Game Boy games, or they could get me a Virtual Boy. And my brother, in a move that I will be eternally grateful for, chose the 3 Game Boy games. He picked this, Super Mario Land, and the Game Boy port of Tetris Attack, which that game doesn't really work as well in multiplayer and without color. There you go, Windfish. Windfish is flying off to Justice to get himself some more sequins. Don't you know little girls shop there, Windfish? Come on now. But it looks like that was a actually fairly short credit sequence, which I'm a little bit grateful for. The fade-in effect is kind of flickery, but, you know, whatever. Oh yeah, we're getting to Shigeru Miyamoto, so that's certainly probably going to be the end here today. There we go. The end. But not quite for us. We will end the video tomorrow, or we'll end the series tomorrow, rather, with a video compiling some of the stuff we weren't able to quite get around to in the talk-through. So I'm going to sign off here, and I'll see y'all for the finale tomorrow.